Okay, so I thought we could do some fashion frame, particularly some holiday fashion frame. Christmas, Xmas, all that stuff is coming up almost here, in fact. So, holiday wisp. This is going to be the fashion frame for holiday wisp, as you can see. Now, of course, we're going to go over the primary colors and all that stuff, and then we got to go over the hair color. But before we do that, I would like to mention that this is particularly a Gemini skin, okay? This is how Wisp, sent it to the Wisp Prime, this is how she would look normally, okay? But this is a Gemini skin, so we have this, and this is how she looks. But there is a technical alternative you can do, which I will show you guys toward the end, okay? If this wisp is a little too showy for you, as it were, then there is an alternative, okay? First, we'll come back to the hair color. But we will go with primary, which we have from the classic saturated. This is the red we chose. Secondary, green. This green in particular is from the Rollers color palette, but you could probably find a similar one in many color palettes. Pride color palette, St. Patrick Day color palette, aka Shamrock color palette. You could probably find a lot of similar greens. It just needs to be a darker-esque green, not too bright, not too dark type thing. And this will be the same red as the top one, so I do recommend you favoriting them to make it easier on yourself. So yeah, I would tell you how to add and remove favorites. I'm on the console right now on controller, so I press R2 in order to add favorite. So there we go with that. And then these are just all green. Now, as soon as you form a wisp for the first time, you will get two instead of one as an option, okay? For energy color, but for these purposes, I made both green, but you can actually make them slightly different if you want. Now, the hair color, you cannot forget because this is her default hair color, okay? But to get the true festive whatever, we gotta copy main colors, okay? And then that's how her hair color appears. And then we gotta do a little bit more, which is go into accessories. You may be wondering what accessories she has on. Well, these prayer beads right here that she has, they are an accessory. Yeah, they're counted as an accessory, so you can just have it copy main colors and it should work out just fine for you, plain and simple. But wait, there's more. I did actually mention to you guys that there was a sort of trick, if you will. And that trick is that you can actually change her to be more modest, I guess would be the word, by giving her her crown back. Okay. So basically, she'll cover up a bit more right there. As you can see, she's a bit more covered up and she has that crown on her head. I personally don't use the crown because the crown clips a lot with the rest of her outfit, and most of the community doesn't seem to use the crown. Well, most of the community that I've seen anyway don't tend to use the crown, but it is an option. Alternatively, you can also, you know, give her bunny ears, but you can't do bunny ears and a crow. You can also, since it's a Wisp Prime, I could also put that shroud on, but that looks a little weird on her altogether since she's not Prime. So I'm just gonna keep that like that. And as for weapons, weapons aren't really part of the fashion frame experience, but I will show you guys what weapons I use for, I guess for the most part, these are my weapons I use the most as of recording this. So I made sure to color them colors for it as well. And then this is a bit of an interesting one. It's a Prisma scanner. I know it doesn't seem very interesting at all. It has an incarnate adapter, so what, right? Well, the thing is, this also, I forgot I put that Tamagotchi on the end of it. Okay. Well, anyway, we are talking Sagatras aside. What this actually, speaking of, okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, Sagatras aside. This is actually the Envoy Spear Longsword skin. Okay, it's a specific skin that you can only get by getting one of the Founded pack from Soulframe. I will actually leave a card somewhere to that video on my other channel where you can check it out, me going over all the details of what's in each Founders pack and whatnot. So that's how you get that. But like I said, none of the weapons are actually specific to fashion frame. Again, this is the Marie Gemini skin, aka Proto Wisp Gemini skin, which you can find in the in-game market. All you'll have to do is go to the in-game market and type in, just type in Gemini. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Okay, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.